Okay, in this video, I want to walk you through how to through the LauliMA site, how to do the homeworks, and how to do Google Classroom. So let's go back to the LauliMA site. So here's a look. Let's look at it like you would see it. The LauliMA site will look like this. Let me get rid of these things here just to kind of clean this up. But basically, you're going to start by going to the Start Here button on the left-hand side. And what you're going to see here are the series of videos I'm making right now. Like this is the one that's going to go over the syllabus. This video I'm making right now will appear here. And basically, you're logging into LauliMA for the first time. You're saying, okay, Scheiding, I gotta get through this course now. Let's start to figure out what this crazy guy is doing. Start here. Watch these videos, get you an overview of what you gotta do, and then you just plow through the topics one by one, do the research paper assignments and the response papers, the assignments, the exam, and you are done. Now, let's look at each topic. So, I actually made this pretty, I tried to redesign this. Courses have been done for about 2 weeks now, so I actually took some time to learn something new, which isn't a bad thing. So what I'm trying to do here is redesign each of these topics. Again, 7 topics for this course. So basically, what do you need to do? Well, you don't really need to read the textbook, but this is the textbook I was talking about. Like this is the individual chapter. You could read it, right? So you would, download it to your browser and you would have 37 pages and you could read all 37 pages of the book, right? And so when you do that, then you would check it off. And it's useful for you to know, hey, I did it. It's also useful for me because then I can see who all did that. Then you would have the lecture. So the lecture is now going to be over here. So what I do here is I do a mix of, I think, the best way to do this course, because we only have got 6 weeks to learn everything we need to learn. Here's what I do. I use the slides that the publisher made. So these are the slides where they use their words. But I don't like how they did all the talking. So I basically made it's about an hour long. I don't think any are really longer than an hour, where I basically walk you through each of the slides. So you'd be able to not only click it like that, but you could also just click on this YouTube symbol down here and it will split it into a new page. So my apologies, these are a bit longer than I like them to be, but I need the time to remake these videos. Honestly, they're a few years old now at this point. I just need to find time to do it. And it's not going to happen before Tuesday, before the class starts. So these are the videos. These are the slides. Then, related to this, you'd have the homework assignment that's right here. And the response papers that are right here. Let's talk about the homework assignment. So let's click on this. So now for the homework assignment, let's talk about what the settings are. So each topic is going to have a homework assignment. They have a due date. There's no time limit. You can do it an unlimited number of times, and each time you do it, it will tell you what you got what you got right and what you got wrong. So let me show you. Let's just say I didn't read the textbook. I don't give a shit about this course. Just trying to get through it and get my WI. See what the minimum is I need to do for trying to give me an A. So what you can see here, I'm just like plowing through this here. Now I have a limited number of times to do this. So I'd submit it for grading. Submit for grading. Okay. Now I want to see what I got right and wrong. So the way I would typically do it is I would just go into tests and quizzes. And then I'm going to click feedback. And wherever I see 0 out of 1, that means I got it wrong. Or I get 1 out of 1, that means I got it right. Well, I guess we all now know that number 2 is A. So basically, My hope is that you would read things and make the right choices, but if not, dude, if you want to just fucking like keep doing it until you guess the right one, you could do it that way too. But I'm giving you unlimited attempts. And really, by not learning the material, you're only going to hurt yourself, because once I post the exam here, it's basically based off of these homeworks you've been doing. It's not the exact same questions, but it's similar to it. And you would want to have learned some material from it because you're paying for the course anyway. So you would do these assignments. These are related to each topic, and you can just directly link to them through those topics. And then the other thing you would have is you would have these response papers to do. But clicking on this link isn't useful until you actually sign up for Google Classroom. So let's talk about what Google Classroom, what you need to do. Okay. So I'm going to make a document as well that walks you through how to do this. But let's say you don't like to read and you just want to watch this video of me doing it. So what I would do here is type in classroom.google.com. You're going to pick your hawaii.edu email address. And I've already got courses in here. You will not. So the first time you're doing this, you're going to click this little plus sign right here. And you're going to say join class. Now, it's going to ask you for a course code. That course code is this, 44WE7WS. This also appears on the document I'm going to be sharing with you, how to sign up, but it's 44WE7WS. You would click join class and it will confirm that this is the class, and then this will show up. Okay, so this is pretty easy. The reason why I like Google Classroom is because it becomes incredibly easy for you to pose response papers or reflection papers. When I say response papers, it's the same as reflection paper. It's all the same thing. So, you know, I don't like to do discussion posts. The reason why I don't like discussion posts is no one does it till the last minute, and you know, no one is that engaged in doing it. So for those of you who've had me, for instance, for like contemporary economics, I used response papers. But basically, what you could do first here is just click on this link right here, and you'll see a sample of what a response paper looks like. But you'll also see the instructions. What am I, you're going to have this also, but basically, I need to update this here. But basically, you're going to need to read the article that I post. In the first paragraph, you're going to summarize that article. In the second paragraph, you're going to tie it to the concepts in that topic. So the theoretical concepts that are in that topic. And then the third paragraph, you're just going to share with me your own thoughts. Pretty easy. It's a 3-paragraph model that if you do it the right way, let's go here to classwork. So if we go to demand and supply, I basically have an article here about Clorox wipes. You're going to read this article. You're going to talk about it in terms of the concepts from demand and supply. You're going to summarize the article, tie it to the concepts of demand and supply, and then share your own thoughts. 3 paragraphs. Then you're going to write it up and you're going to post it. It's going to allow you to post it as like a PDF, a Google Doc, a Word doc. I'm going to then be able to put the comments in there and give you a grade. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward way to do response papers. Okay, so that's the assignments where you have unlimited attempts to do those. Don't fail to do them. Even though it looks easy, just don't forget to do them. And then the response papers, which actually do add up to a sizable amount.